Alrighty, welcome to another Vintage Cube Draft countdown until we get to add Edge of Eternity cards very soon, though, very soon. Here, oh, look, it's me, Slacks, Quinniac, and Sandy Dog, all the regs, battle against Rian. Isaac has a buddy of mine from Australia, actually, Sven, and Debate Bro. Debate me, bro. There was Headliner Scarlet, Preordained, Basalt Monolith. You know, jokes aside, I actually haven't drafted artifacts for a while. Let's do it. First pick, Basalt Monolith. Ooh. Passing Cogwork and Time Vault. Well, great. This goes well with all keys. So they know they're passing me Time Vault, which means they took something pretty good. Some people would take Mox over Time Vault. Most people, I feel like, wouldn't at this point. So I think it's like the probability distribution is something like 75%. It's like Lotus, Ancestral, Time Walk, Gleemox, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring maybe, and like 25% one of the other Moxes. Maybe 20% and 5% just something else. But I'm going to take Time Vault. Now I really want a key. Passing Hull Breacher, Undermine Adventure, and Cogwork Librarian. There's Tezzeret. I'm not taking Tezzeret, though. There's Demonic Consultation. There's Mystical Tutor. There's Strip Mine. I kind of want to just take Consult, and then now my opponent has to either cut keys and oracles. Passing Ragavan, Necromancy, Mystical Tutor, Fable. These are good cards, but you know what? Let's do it. Nice busted start. My second and third pick a lot better than my first pick. So I'm in the market now for Thassa's Oracle, to some degree Jace Wielder Mysteries, Voltaic Key, and the other key, Manifold. Now there's a Polluted Delta, which looks pretty good here. There's also Entomb, but it doesn't really combo that well with these cards. Let's just take Polluted Delta here. This is a powerful start. I like where we're at. All right, and here, that would have gone nicely with the Entomb, but there is a Xander's Lounge. Oh, Kefka. This could be a take Xander's Lounge, wheel Kefka, or Limduel's Vault, because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Plants are really good, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, pretty good chance of both of those wheeling, honestly. Oh, now there's a Doomsday, and I do have 2 good lands for it. I think I'm just going to take Probe, though. Probe is a busted card. I'm already really wanting to find Oracle. I think Doomsday is okay, but I like Ataxian Probe a lot in combo. And then here, there's Witherbloom. I could have half of all the combos, but I think I'm going to take Meticulous Archive. Enlightened Tutor is also a card I'd be interested in, or Balance, and I think that's fetchable with Delta, so this looks kind of nice to me. Oh, here, easy Wishclaw. This is the Wishclaw deck for sure, and I like Sage of the Skies, Galvanic Discharge, Expedition Map. These are all fine cards, but we are Wishclawing it up. And then now, I think I want Collective Brutality as a discard spell to beat counter spells. I really don't need Rafine's Tower with these 2 lands. Bayou would be nice because of Pillage the Bog specifically, or Malevolent Rumble. And Consider is a good card, but I think Brutality is going to end up working better. Oh. Do I want this Tendrils? I kind of want to just take Leyline Binding. This looks like a pretty good Leyline Binding start with Triumph, Archive, Delta. I think I kind of don't need more combo cards. I already have 2 really good combos. All I need is to complete those. Pest Infestation came back. So did Seachrome Coast, Containment Priest, and Gemstone Mine. I didn't pass a lot of green, but Isaac could easily splash the Pest Infestation. These are all pretty good cards. Let's just ship them all. Whatever. I'll take the Sully Pride Mage. That one's actually more annoying than Pest Infestation. Pest Infestation can't stop Vault Key if you do it in 1 turn. Okay, Kefka came back. I guess I thought Veil of Summer wouldn't be taken, but I'm happy enough just taking Kefka here. Kefka looks like a reasonable card. I don't know. So you cast this. Each player discards a card, and you draw out cards equal to the number of types discarded. So usually 2, sometimes 3, though. I guess it's 1 if you both line up, or 0 if you have no cards in hand. But most often it's like you discard a land, they discard a spell. I'll take the Candle, because I think that this could be an Academy deck. And if I get a Time Tinker, I'm just going to be tinkering for Time Vault. All right, I'll take a Ruby. Didn't see any combo pieces. This is the pack. This is the pack where Keys and Thassa's Oracle could come. I don't think we're going to get those if we don't get them here, though. Or at least it's going to be harder to. It's possible that Rian in Pack 3 opens a pack that has an Oracle and a key and has to probably cut the key. But I obviously am going to take Mox Ruby. It makes Kefka better too. You know what works really nicely with Kefka? Arena of Glory. You give this thing haste because this triggers on attacks too. Pretty nice. All right, and here, oh, look at this pack. There's Imperial Seal, but I actually don't want that. I already have a Wish Claw. I feel like I already have another Tutor, and there's Retrofitter, Mox Opal, Urza Saga, Spell Pierce. Wow. I really like Opal, but I think I've got to take Urza Saga here. Just another way to get key is so nice. This is tough. And I do have a Ruby, so I have a little bit of acceleration already, so I'll do that. Oh man, all right, another pack without any of the combo pieces. There's a Yogwill and a Mentor, but I kind of just think I take Lorien Revealed. Lorien Revealed gets these lands, just a really good card. I don't care too much about Barrowgoyf. Mentor and Yogwill might come back. Boom, there's a key. All right. That's the best card I could find. I mean, I guess Manifold Key is technically a little better, but I have Saga, I have Wish Claw, I have Time Vault. I can also consult for it. Passing an Ugin is, unfortunate. I like Ugin, but obviously you take Key here. PO might come back too. Not that I'm a PO deck yet, but I could be. There's Thopter Foundry, and there's Tisana's Tidebinder. There's that Pillage, but I don't think I'm pillaging at this point. I don't think I really want Vindicate. I don't really care too much about Time Warp. Maybe I just Thopter Foundry? Or I could just take Tidebinder as one of my few defensive cards. I haven't seen Sword of the Meek yet. I have a bunch of tutors. All right, I'm kind of into Thopter here. And what do we got next? Stoneforge, if I get Sword of the Meek, is a kind of a tutor, but I don't really need to do that. I could take Grief. Grief is nice to protect your combo. Shadowy Backstreet, again, I don't really need. Talisman, yeah, all right. Let's take Grief. I'm not the biggest Grief fan in the world, to be honest, but I feel like Grief does what this kind of combo deck wants. I mean, this is the way I like to play Grief, which is you go down a card by griefing and then you win the game that turn. So it's kind of like a Force of Will for a combo deck. Obviously, Force of Will is a much better card because they have to spend their mana on it first. But Grief, the turn you're going to Time Vault, is pretty good. All right, so far this Candelabra and Thopter Foundry are not doing anything. And this Consultation, to be honest, pick 6. I'm probably not going to get an Oracle here. This pack, though I could. That Oracle doesn't tend to be taken too highly, but boom. Yeah, the risk of passing Time Vault is you don't have any control over pack 2, and the people your teammates don't know that keys are like a must-hate, because obviously there's no way for them to know that. So getting 1/6, totally reasonable. Well, that's a disrespectfully late balance. I'll be taking that. This is a busted balance deck, though. Mox Opal. Observe Stasis. This is a new one I just added. So it's Flash, enchant creature an opponent controls. When this enters, remove that creature from combat. Then draw a card for each tapped creature its controller controls. It loses all abilities, can't attack or block. So it's 4 mana, kill an attacking creature, draw a card, but you also draw a card for every other attacking creature they have. It's kind of nice. I think it'll be interesting, but I'm going to take balance for sure. And I'm here. Oh, wow. I do love me a Pyroblast. There's also Shelldock and Chromatic Star. These all sound pretty good. I'm not going to take Sculler. I'd take Pyroblast over Sculler. I'm not going to take Karn. It's really Shelldock, Pyroblast, and Chromatic Star. I don't really want another tap land, but Shelldock can be good in combos. Star is also really good. I have a lot of tap lands. No, you know what? I'm going to take Pyroblast. I love Pyroblast. Ooh, and there's a Badlands to help cast it. Don't mind if I do. Over Portable Hole and Gemstone Mine. Okay, I'll take Brazen Borrower. It's actually pretty good with balance, too. It's a good little piece of disruption. I have enough creature disruption at this point, I think. And with Pyroblast, Brutality, and Grief, I feel like I have enough anti-spell stuff. So we're kind of golden going into this pack. Don't think I want Eagles. Yogwill is kind of nice as a way to just get these things back if they die. I don't care too much about Sunfall, I don't think. All right. PO came back, so did Mindstone, so did Corpse Net, so did Zernor. Zernor balance is also pretty legit. I don't think I'm a PO deck right now, and I would take kind of a lot to get there. I think I might actually be interested in Zernor. Balance Zernor, not bad. Okay, I'll take the Pillage. No Mox Opal, but I think Urza Saga is going to be really good in this deck. So, reasonable. It is sad, because Mox Opal is truly, truly great. But, ooh, and a Shadowy Backstreet. Okay. I feel fine about passing Chromatic Star and Shelldock at this point, I would say. I think the Pyroblast is going to be nice. And Ravine. All right, pack 3 time. What do we got? What do we got? Wow, this is a pack. 4 Theorlingus, Force of Will, Underworld Breach. There's also Grim Monolith, which is really nice with Key, but I don't have big mana cards. I guess Kefka is the biggest thing. And Force is just a busted card. All right. I mean, so is 4 Theorlingus, but Force is way more what this deck cares about. Oh, wow. Watery Grave? No, I can't really justify taking that. There's Comet, there's Archon, Plow. Good pack, Fury and Suplex. I kind of want to just take Plow because Plow's awesome. I think with Lorien, the Lorien Revealed makes Watery Grave a little better too, but I feel like I have Delta, Lorien Revealed, and a bunch of these lands. Yeah, I should just take a good card. All right, Swords to Plowshares I think is just too efficient to pass up. Be really nice if this Consult worked out, so we'll see. All right, and here, I'm not taking one of these tap lands. Pentad Prism's kind of nice in this kind of deck, but I think I just might Narset. This looks like a good Narset deck, and Narset with like swords and stuff is pretty good. Yeah, and I don't think I want Steam Vents here. One of these lands might even come back. All right, I'm in for Narset. I mean, I would still play a Time Twister if I got one. I don't know about this Basalt Monolith. I'm not looking amazing. Here, I just took Narset. There's Luris. There's Jace, Odawara, Teferi, Treasure Cruise, Mana Confluence. Maybe Urza's Bauble. It's good with Balance. It's good with Urza's Saga. Another little 0 to play. There's Jace the Mind Sculptor too. Maybe I just take Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't know. I actually, taking Swords and Leyline Binding and Balance, Force of Will, I actually have like pretty reasonable interaction. This deck can actually play kind of fair. I don't think I don't take like Flage, but I like JTMS. Oh, another fetch land? Almost assuredly taking that. Yeah, it gets Badlands and Xander's Lounge and Shadowy Backstreet. That works for me. Plus, I would like a Pillage the Bog if we get there. I don't think I need Fire Covenant, Oculus, no. All right, fetch land it is. Probably not getting Thassa's Oracle at this point. We could get Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. That one's weak enough that it tends to come a little later. And I guess I would like that Watery Grave if it came back. I don't think it's going to, though. Underground Sea would also be, of course, great. So 3 more picks. Because right now the Demonic Consultation is probably not it. Oh, Enlightened Tutor and Deep Cavern Bat. I'm going to take Enlightened Tutor. Deep Cavern Bat's not particularly good with... Oh, actually, hold on, though. I could take Temple Garden. It sounds crazy, but it does 2 things. One, it makes Pillage the Bog a potential card, which, you know, just like Enlightened Tutor is a very good tutor. It also makes Verdant into untapped white. Let's just do that. Or I could just take the Deep Cavern Bat, and one of these 2 probably wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's just do that. Let's just take the Deep Cavern Bat. Enlightened Tutor wheels a lot, and even someone who knows they pass Time Vault might not hate Enlightened Tutor. 2 more picks for Thassa's Oracle, or Sword of the Meek, either of those. This is not those things. There's Cake Man, there's Mishra's Workshop, but that's not a really good workshop deck. Unearth to get the bat back. I could take Zagoth Triumph as another tap land. I could take Blooming Marsh as an untapped land that lets me cast Pillage the Bog. Elvish Spirit Guide is a 0 mana thing. Liliana, I mean, I don't really want any of these cards. Not even a blue card to pitch to my Force here. No, let's just Zagoth. That's fine. I'll do that. All right, we're not getting Thassa's Oracle. Soul Guide Lantern is great. Don't mind picking up that. I don't think I need the Sunken Runes so bad. I just took another land. Okay, so Demonic Consultation didn't work out, but Time Vault did. And I now have 4 sources for Pillage the Bog. Ha, Breach came back. I guess if no one wants it, no one wants it. Would I Breach here? Is there anything I can justify? Not really. I mean, it's a cheap way to replay like Time Vault, but I already have Yogg-Will. It just kind of does the same thing. So I kind of think I just take Blackcleave Cliffs, or I could just... Yeah, I don't care about Blackcleave Cliffs. Let's just take Cogwork. Okay, Pillage maybe gets in. Here, okay, Breeding Pool and Kite Sail Freebooter, because Breeding Pool makes Verdant into untapped blue, which it currently is not, and makes the Pillage the Bog definitely a playable. And then Kite Sail Freebooter is another discard effect. So let's just take both, pass a bunch of good red cards. That's fine by me. And I'm not really expecting a whole lot more. I think I'll take Urtai over Raugrin. I don't need Raugrin Triumph. I have 2 other Triumphs already. Oh, Saheeli Time Vault is also sick. I didn't even really consider that the first time. Yeah, I should just take that. Also, it's not even a terrible Saheeli deck, so let's just take that. Take Otawara. I don't think I want Treasure Cruise. It feels like, nah, that's going to be a little slow. And I have a Yagua, which I think I do want to play. I'll take Indoraptor and pass these 2 red accelerants. Oh, Line Tutor didn't come back, but Temple Garden did and Blooming Marsh. All right, this Pillage the Bog is just in. Okay, nice deck. Didn't get there on the Consult, but got there on everything else. Can't really complain. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to play this Rafine because I wanted an 8th blue card for my Force of Will. And I also, this is 13 lands plus Lorien and Ruby is 15, and I get to add 2 basics. Let's see, so for green I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all right, 8. Do I have any other green cards I could play? No, I don't have anything because I took so many lands. All right, well, I have enough green to play Pillage the Bog, let's just say. For red, I've got the Ruby, Lorien revealed circuitously with a Xander's Lounge. Delta, Verdant, Gemstone. Yeah, that's plenty. For just Pyroblast and Kefka. White, I have Temple Garden, Shadowy Backstreet, Meticulous Archives 3, Lorien's 4, Delta's 5, Verdant 6, Gemstone Mine 7. Okay. And then blue. Let's see. Lorien revealed, Xander's Lounge. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess I'll play a Swamp then. Well, this would be a good Tainted Pack deck. And suppose an island. And yeah, that's pretty funny. Let's see. So, and I'm not playing Basalt Monolith. That's like the biggest one I'm not playing, but I don't really have that much to spend it on. All right. It's enough blue, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. This looks pretty good. All right. We got Sandy Dog here with an Ancestral, a Spell Pierce, a Jace, a Miscalc, No More Lies, Spellseeker, Teferi in his white deck with 2 fixers. Ocelot Pride, Luminarch, Adeline. Yeah, this deck's pretty nice. Could use a little bit more fixing, but I think this deck looks pretty good to me. All right, solid. Quinn is a nice one. Blue-red with great mana, 5 blue-red duels. Ragavan, no zeros, but, oh, no, it has days, actually. Ragavan, Steel Cutter, Planisphere, Iconoclast, Show Off with a bunch of Counterspell Days, Drain. Oh, Mind Collapse is 0, so is Frantic Search. True Name, Suplex, Feywild Fury, and then a Time Spiral to go with that Hull Breacher. I like it. And Jesse always loves to brew black-white with Retrofitter, Skull Clamp, Mana Crypt, Grim Monolith, Shieldred, Memory Jar, Mind Twist, Metamorphosis Fnatic. Oh, Sedgemoor Witch just for Skull Clamp. Nice, nice. Yeah, this deck looks fun too. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, I'm on the play. And yeah, this hand looks totally solid. Saheeli going to do some good work getting pitched to Force of Will. Though maybe Jace will, who knows. I'm going to lead on Shadowy Backstreet. I wouldn't mind finding a land, or a Mox Ruby, to go turn 2 Bat. But we'll see. All right, Island. Yeah, I'll keep Island on top. Because this is going to be one of those hands where my plan is to go like Bat into Jace. Okay, so he does have the Pest Infestation in his deck most likely. Let's see what's up. Chain of Smog, Natural Order, Oko Grist. I see. I guess I'm going to take Oko and pass the turn because Grist is currently not castable here. Boseiju is really annoying. Delighted Halfling. Wow, what a good draw. Okay. That can cast Grist all right. Lorien revealed, huh? Could Wish Claw. I could set up Jace next turn by cycling Lorien. I guess I probably want to do that and get an untapped land. Get the Breeding Pool and then play the Meticulous Archive. Badlands? No, I don't really want Badlands. All right, and send. So I can't force the Grist here, but I can force a Natural Order if that's what's getting cast. Well, it's not getting cast, I guess. Here comes Grist. Oko's not in hand, and so Witherbloom Apprentice is kind of annoying. All right, so this is going to make a creature, so probably attack and kill this Jace at some point here. Or, sorry, Deep Cavern Bat. Though, I guess, let's attack the Grist down to 3, and so now I'm going to play Jace. Mind Sculptor. And what do I do here? Huh. There's 3 cards in hand. It's these 3 cards. I don't think I brainstorm. I kind of want to just... If I bounce the Insect, yeah. Then the Delighted Halfling could attack Jace, or Grist could minus to kill Jace, but then he has to sack the Delighted Halfling, and I get to attack Grist and kill it with the bat. So... that all seems pretty reasonable to me. And if he goes for the Natural Order, I have the Force of Will. So, and then I've got Wish Claw, which doesn't really doing much at the moment, but at some point could. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't need to draw. I would prefer not to draw more lands here, but I feel like I'm pretty covered otherwise. Like, it's going to be pretty costly for Isaac here to get Jace off the board, but it's also pretty costly not to get Jace off the board, so we'll see. Chain of Smog, I don't think is too much of a threat right now. Can't even really cast it. All right. All right, Beseiju got played, so it looks like we're getting Natural Ordered here. Great. Well, if you're going to do that, you might want to +1 Grist first, but it's kind of tricky because depending on what Isaac gets, he might want to sack that thing to Grist. So I think he's going to Natural Order first, if I had to guess. I'm going to force it for sure. Boom. Played you like a fiddle. I kind of did. There's 2 cards in hand. One's a Chain of Smog. So now he's going to be Grist make a token. Which, still threatens to kill the Jace here. Limdwell's Vault, excuse me. All right. Well, Grief? I can't cast it right now. I mean, I could bounce the Grist. I think I'm just going to brainstorm, though. It was a good brainstorm. Let's put back Pillage the Bog and Blooming Marsh. Grief, Exile, and Wishclaw Talisman. Memory Lapse, Chain of Smog. I'll take Memory Lapse. Vault, Key, Game. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. That is round 1, or game 1. Okay, well, I get to keep Pyroblast in, and I don't side anything out, so let's go. All right, on the draw, a little bit slow and a little land heavy, but Plow into Deep Cavern Bat is pretty nice. Isaac mulliganed and played Eternal Delighted Halfling. Okay, unfortunately I can't Swords that on 1 unless I play Gemstone Mine. I'm not doing that. All right, let's just play Shadowy Backstreet. Look, it's going to be... I'll bin that. I don't think I want to keep a 5-drop on top, and I don't need another land. It's unfortunate because I really hope I don't see a turn 2 Oko or Grist here that would have otherwise maybe not come out until turn 3 or later. But I don't really think it makes sense to do anything else. And I don't have... Oh, wait. I did have a land I could have gotten. I had Temple Garden. Though, this whole deal... Oh, I see. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. I guess Collective Brutality doesn't quite do it. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to even play the Saga yet. I'm going to play Bat. I'm going to try to take Natural Order or something. Oh. Well, I guess I'll take the Tireless Tracker just to slow it down. And then Excuse me. I could... That's unfortunate because Collective Brutality could have taken the Bitter Triumph. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward game for me. I'm assuming that he can get black off Windswept Teeth. It'd be kind of strange if that was not the case. Yeah, if I had gotten Verdant on turn 1 and gone and plowed that turn 2, I guess turn 2 we would have just played the Springheart Nantuko. He's gonna kill my bat and play Tireless Tracker here, I guess is likely the case. Oh. Just drew Vaultborn Tyrant. Alright, well. That's not ideal for me, I will say. The only good news is now I can collect Brutality, though. Draw another land. Nice. Yeah, let's play the Saga now. I'm just going to do all the modes, I think. -2, -2. You lose 2 life. Oh, God. I am playing so awful here. I don't have the mana to do both Plow and that. I needed to play the... Oh, no, I played the Saga? I guess I needed to play the Island last turn. All right, well, I'm still going to do this, I guess. I just will take a hit from the Tyrant for now. I'll discard Swamp. And I think Meticulous Archive. Oh, geez. Okay, well... If I had plowed on turn 1, I think this game could have still been difficult, but the way it's working out is terribly for me. I mean, I can't quite concede yet because I could draw Balance, and Balance would go a long way, but I think I'm basically just cooked at this point. So what happens if I plow on turn 1? If I get Temple Garden and plow the Halfling, he goes turn 2, Windswept Heath, cast Springheart. I go turn 2, Bat, and take Tireless Tracker, and he goes turn 3 Cradle. Though maybe I collected Brutality at that point. I don't know. Yeah. Definitely seemed winnable if I had used Verdant on turn 1. I just for some reason forgot that I had Temple Garden exactly. Okay. Take it and get Deathclaw, I guess. Not really much I can do about that. And kill the Urza Saga. Well, if I do draw exactly Balance, I feel like I've got some moves. All right. Well, that was not a great showing. Let's do better game 3. Okay, still don't really want a sideboard, so let's get in there. All right, let's give this a better shot. Busted draw? No, but a solid one. Turn 2 Bat, turn 3 Narset on the play with Wishclaw back up here. I don't like that I'm playing against Beseju. That's going to be annoying. I think Kefka is actually potentially pretty good in this matchup if I can start out nicely, but both Jace, Kefka, and Narset are all pretty good if you can like lead into them with interaction, which the Bat does nicely. All right, Shadowy Backstreet. Once again, I don't really want Lorien revealed. No. The 1-drop again. Oh, Time Vault. Okay, that is nice. Let's go Deep Cavern Bat. Bitter Triumph, Limdwell's Vault, Oko Grist. Ah, the thing again. The Delighted Halfling is just my bane here. This hand is just nothing without it. I think I just take Oko. I don't know. I could take Grist. The problem is if I take Grist and he just plays Oko, it puts a lot more pressure on Narset, I feel like. Whereas at least now we have the same kind of dynamic where I get to attack and then play a Planeswalker. So let's go Otawara. Play Narset. I think, actually, hold on. Yeah, because I'm one short of Wishclaw, doing the whole Wishclaw thing, so I think I'd rather just go Narset. Pick up Leyline Binding. Okay. attack Grist. Pass the turn. See what you got, Mr. Isaac. Could attack Narset down to 2, minus Grist, kill the bat, and then play Oko this turn. Still has Bitter Triumph in hand, Limduel's Vault in hand. And 2 unknowns. All right, Forest. Well, that's not that bad. Okay, so we're going to minus Grist. Oh, we're going to kill the Narset this way, sure. But loses Delighted Halfling. Yeah, that's not so bad. So currently the Leyline Binding costs 2. So if I play Wish Claw... Okay. Oh. Huh. Yeah, so I can go... Wait. I think I want to Leyline Binding the Oko, and that costs 2. And then it costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 mana. So I can't do it all in one turn, but if I play the Wish Claw, I can do it. So I guess I'll play Temple Garden. Leyline Binding Oko, because Oko does so much more damage here. And then play this. Unfortunately, the Mox didn't actually help me do this. I still had to play Temple Garden to make sure I had enough black and white mana. Okay, but unless... Oh, he milled the Besage. He has 3 cards in hand. Unless his last card is an instant speed way to stop Time Vault, then this is not going to work out well here. Let's get... We'll take Key. Time Vault. Key. Meticulous Archive. I'm being a little cruel here. I'm just giving him hope. Ruby. And then Key the Time Vault. And if he wants, he can wait a turn here. All right, take an extra turn. And boom, there we have it. All right, time for round 2, playing against Mardu and with 4th Leader Lingus. I was talking to Isaac after our match, and he had instant speed artifact removal in his hand, but you know what? Sorry about that whammy. What do we got here? Let's be a little more careful with the fetches here. So this would be Delta for Xander's Lounge into Bat. I'm not that close to doing anything else, though. Or I could get a Surveil land, but I would have to be Shadowy Backstreet or Meticulous Archive, but then I can't cast this Kefka. Well, I have to be Backstreet, yeah. It's close. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep this hand. I don't love it, but I kind of feel like it's okay. Turn 2 Bat on the play, buys you some time. Kefka and Miyagwell are both reasonable plays at like 5-6 mana. And if I can cast a Pillage somewhat early, then maybe that does something. I'm not sure. I could definitely believe this is a mulligan. I don't think it's a great hand, but okay. I don't mind seeing turn 1 Zeator's Proving Ground. I don't like seeing the turn 1 Mox because my hand disruption. Oh, I guess I could actually get Zagoth. Let's actually just get the Zagoth Triumph. I know I can't cast Kefka yet, but ooh, that's nice. But it makes the Pillage the Bog more alive, and that actually seems more important. Okay. Deep Cavern Bat. What you got? Good call playing that Mox. Comet and Fire Covenant, huh? I'm just going to take the Comet because I don't care about... Fire Covenant's not killing anything else, and this will force Sven to spend turn 2 playing that off Blackcleave Cliffs, I guess it would be. Oh, DT. Jeez, okay. Well, if I draw green mana or black mana, or, of course, Voltaic Key, those are all good. Ruby's pretty good, too. Another discard spell would be decent, too. I could take, maybe take what got DT'd for. And here they got, oh, just Burst Lightning was the thing? All right, well, you know what? I'm just going to play this and play Time Vault. And Pyroblast was a horrendous draw. Worst ever. And what I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to get Cometed this turn, I'm sure. Comet can't kill Time Vault, though, so hopefully Comet doesn't bring back a card. Hopefully it just nugs for 5. Let's go. Not a 6, please. Okay, getting 2 squirrels is it's not that bad. I think next turn I'm probably going to Yogg-Will and replay Polluted Delta. That's a pretty reasonable play to make. Oh, or I do that. Let's go land, pay the life, cast Pillage. And if I find Key, I just win in my top 8 cards. Let's go. It's not Key. I could take Saheeli, but if I play Saheeli, I'd have to be able to play a spell in order to make a copy. Time Vault. I could take Zurin Orb, just because it would buy me a little bit of time. Next turn, yeah, I kind of think I do, because next turn what I do is I go Yogg-Will, play Delta, use it to cast Pillage the Bog, and then have a Zurin Orb in play and get a bunch of life. All right, I'm actually going to do that, and I don't think I'm going to take 15, but I'm just going to play the Zurin Orb anyway. Kind of a weird play, but I think that was actually right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, 2 more squirrels, sure. And has those 3 cards in hand. DTing for Burst Lightning, that was intense. Could have just cast Fire Covenant? Interesting. It's kind of like DTing for Fire Covenant, in a sense. And next turn, this is Cycles of Itrion, please. Oh no, this is something else. Is this 4th Earlingus? Oh, maybe they drew, no, they drew the DT, so they just drew 4th Earlingus as well. Okay. Well, now the Zurin Orb isn't really going to help me because I'm taking 10 here, so well, let's see. I go to 5. The Monarch. That was a good draw. All right. Just draw a Key. I wish I had kept Saheeli now. Because now I go to 4 and I go up to 12, and this is 6. Is there any? Because if I go Yogg-Will, if I Yogg-Will and I cast Pillage, there's nothing I can draw that gets me anywhere. Fire Covenant. Playing Kefka doesn't matter because of Fire Covenant. Yeah, if I had kept Saheeli, I would have gone Saheeli, play Mox Ruby, make a token, take an extra turn. I wouldn't necessarily won. I would have gotten to take a couple extra turns, but then I would have had Yogg-Will to do it. 4th Earlingus. This is 4, 10. I mean, I guess I'm not dead. So, Ruby. Yogg-Will. Delta. Go to 4. I'm just going to get Swamp. Pillage the Bog. No Key here either, funnily enough. I don't even think Wishclaw works because I'm going to have to sack 4 lands to go to 12 and then go to 2. Maybe 5 lands. So I think I just pick up Badlands and hope I don't die here. I could not die. It's possible. If Comet misses here. If Comet rolls... That's just the deal damage one. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Well, sometimes that happens. Well, Pyroblast is not looking particularly good. Let me just make sure Sven didn't even have any white cards or blue cards because it has Thundering Falls. All right. Well, in that case, Pyroblast out. Probably just Basalt Monolith in, or I could just play Demonic Consultation. And the problem with Demonic Consultation is that if I consult for Vault Key and I mill all my win conditions, that could also be a risk. But maybe I still want it. I don't know. I could pitch it to Grief. I could also play like Thopter Foundry, but I don't think that's particularly good. Yeah, let's just consult. Let's play with fire here. Yeah, that was going well until it wasn't. Yeah, the fourth year Lingus was unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I'll run this. I need to draw, obviously, Time Vault or blue sources, but I feel like Leyline Binding is only one land away from being on, and Brutality and Grief are both decent, and I get a Surveil here, so I will run it. All right, let's go Shadowy Backstreet, Sven Mold here, Raffine, okay. The sad part is Raffine would actually be kind of nice if I had blue mana, but we're not there. What is the card I want to draw here? Well, I mean, Time Vault, obviously, but I guess like one of my blue tap lands wouldn't be too bad. You know, balance is not nothing. Let's go Collective Brutality. I think, you know, there's not that many sorceries Sven could play. I think I'm just going to play the key and then pass the turn. I might go like Grief, Pitch, Brutality, and then Balance or something along those lines. For not being a land, Balance isn't bad, but at some point here, if I don't draw a land, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Another tap land. All right. All right, I guess I could draw a Vault Key. All right, well, I'm going to play Grief, Pitching. See what you got. Demonic Tutor, Fiery Confluence. Oh my god, with Ancient Tomb? I think I just take... I could take Demonic Tutor. If I then cast Balance, Sven would just discard Bonehoard Rex or Inti, so I think I will take Demonic Tutor. And I'll pass the turn. I can't play the Time Vault into Fiery Confluence. The problem is if I took the Fiery Confluence, Sven can then go land Demonic Tutor, and I think has very likely to have a way to kill the Time Vault. So now at least it forces Sven to tap out, and if I draw any land, I win. Well, any untapped land. I have a lot of tapped lands, so it might just be Fiery Confluencing here. All right, well, that's fine. I have Yogg Will to get that back. Let's go. No, I was going to play the Caves of Chaos Adventure. I could balance Zern Orb us both down to nothing. There's 4 cards in hand. Sounds fine, actually. Sack Swamp. And maybe I just keep the Shadowy Backstreet. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Could maybe keep just Ancient Tomb over there. I don't know. And has to discard a card, too. All right. The funny thing is, if I knew I was drawing Time Vault, keeping Raffine on top would have worked because I could have double discarded. All right. And I'm hoping Sven does not have a land for that Inti. Probably will. Oh, it did not. Where was he? Where were you earlier? Time Vault, pass the turn. Okay, there goes Inti. Dang, I was hoping to untap my Time Vault. That would have been nice. Let's not do that. All right, land. Land, and I could have cast Leyline Binding here, but assuming it was a different land than a different type than black-white. This has just kind of worked out badly. This whole game. I don't know. Discards Shieldred's Edict. Sure. Not a hit. Don't hit a land, please. Hit 4th Year Lingus. Okay. No land here would be really nice. 3 cards in hand. 4th Year Lingus for 1. Sure. They don't get the Monarch or anything, so that's not so bad. Well, given my draws, I was not winning this game, I guess. I mean, maybe I could have taken the Fiery Confluence, played Time Vault, and passed, but I felt like I had a decent shot, and there's so many cards that kill an artifact for 2 mana. And I thought there was a chance Sven also didn't immediately play the Fiery Confluence there. Discards Caustic Bronco. That's no good. City of Traders. Yeah, I'm toast. I am toast. All right. So it goes. I mean, I'm going to Force of Will the Caves of Chaos Adventure here because it buys me another turn to do that. But I needed to draw a land so I could cast Leyline Binding. Things here would have been so much better if that was the case. Breeding Pool is actually a good land to draw, funnily enough. Well, you know, we're not just dead here. I can exile the Inti, and I take 3 down to 5, and then I cast Pillage the Bog. If I find Yawgmoth's Will, like, we're kind of cruising. All right. Let's see what this is. I don't like this. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, I'm going to Leyline Binding the Inti in response, so it doesn't get any triggers here. And I do have a Zern Orb, so I have like a little bit of time. So I go to 5. Discard. Hopefully not a spell, but probably will be. All right. Mox, sure. And a play? No. Okay, so I go to 5. Next turn I'm getting attacked for 6, so I go to -1. I can sack 1 land as Zern Orb. Okay, let's go. Oh, I should... I guess I actually should play this. Burn my Surveil, which is fine. And then cast Pillage the Bog. Yeah, because I'm maybe sacking land, so I think just casting it now is good. And I hit Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, so current status of affairs. If Sven doesn't have a way to deal an extra point of damage to me here, I actually do win. Which is funny. Zern Orb getting in there. All right, Zern Orb. Gain 2, go to 1, because I get to go... Oh, wait, no, I don't win. I needed to not, because I get to play the key, but I can't activate the Time Vault. Damn. I don't think I have any outs either. Also, Sven's playing another card, so probably not great for me that either. Johnny, sure. The funny thing is I'm also 1 short of balancing next turn. I guess I would just Vault Key in that case. Oh, this is going to be Fire Covenant, kill the Cat Warrior, kill me with a Johnny. All right, fair enough. Oh, K Command. Yeah, that's close enough. All right, unfortunate. All right, time for round 3. Oh, I'm going to keep this hand as Vault Key here. Playing against Debate Bro, who's on Grixis, kind of Reanimate. And here... I'm going to lead on Verdant. I think I could have led on Saga, but ooh, I just hate playing Saga first. And here I guess I get Xander's Lounge. Also, they do have Force of Negation in their deck, so that's unfortunate. I am going to go Saga here and Time Vault. Pass the turn. The problem is if I lead on Saga and Time Vault gets countered or destroyed, it's just disaster for me. Whereas at least now they have 1 turn, but they have to destroy the thing. They can't a counterspell no longer works. And also if they leave mana up, I can just Time Vault here. Okay, well they're not doing that. They're playing a Mind Stone. Yeah. Oh, into something else too. Into a Braid on the Time Vault. Sure. Okay, Leyline Binding. So let's play like Temple Garden, I think. And pass. I don't really want to Leyline Binding the Magda. I can just make a Saga token to block it. And what I'm going to want to do is probably still get Key. This, Urza Saga, because I can Yawg Will back the Time Vault. Happy to block here. Okay. Oh, I guess actually I didn't want to play Leyline Binding because that's a 1-mana play next turn. This is true. Faithless Looting. Are we getting reanimated now? Though also, or I could just not make a Saga token. I probably just won't make a Saga token. Let's see. If I tap this for mana, the problem with getting Key, it's not necessarily bad that I would, but getting Key does... Oh, discarding... Well, probably doesn't have big creatures in hand then. They have Tinker too, but Tinker Portal I don't even care about at all. Okay. I mean, I guess I might as well. It makes balance a lot worse. So I have to get up to, if I want to win with Key, I have to get up to 6 mana. Let's see. Is that or get Soul Guide Lantern or Mox Ruby? I kind of want to just get Mox Ruby here. I'll make a token. I feel like I have time to maybe find... I'll keep Brazen up even though it makes this blue Marshals be tapped. I feel like I have time to just play this game. They're not doing that much. They didn't play a land on turn 3 even after the looting. So... let's see... if they attack, they get to exile one of these and play it this turn. So if 1, 2 misses and a bunch of hits, but if I Brazen Borrower, then that doesn't sound good either. They just get to play it again. Exiled Portal. Nice. Okay, so they just missed. Works for me. Land and cast the turn. All right. Draw. How do I want to do this? I don't think I really want to cast Balance. I could cast Yogg-Will, replay Saga, Time Vault. Maybe I just do that. If I get countered, I get countered. Saga. Time Vault. Now I have a 3/3 construct, so I can block the Tersa. If it hits a Braid, it's going to be annoying, but I guess I'm hoping it doesn't. I also now have the ability to maybe... I could string together a win with Saga tokens, perhaps. We'll see. What is this? I don't like it. Chaos Defiler. Gonna kill my Time Vault. Now I can't actually get it back, so we're done with that. All right, I'll take it. I'm going to Leyline Binding the Chaos Defiler. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. I can make a Saga token and cast Leyline Binding. Can I play Saheeli? Yeah, here's what I can do. I think this is good. Play Saheeli. Cast Leyline Binding. Make a token. Binding the Chaos Defiler. I think I'd rather take 1 less damage. Delta, just get Badlands, sure. Saheeli the Servo turns into a Ruby. And then, oh, snuff out the Servo. All right, fair. All right. I didn't think they had that. So now, I guess, do I want to protect Saheeli with that? I'll leave the option up. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate because I have a Brazen Borrower, but I guess maybe I could have dealt it. If I was going to get Badlands, I guess delting the other way. All right, let's see what Tersa hits here. Faithless Looting and is attacking Saheeli. Yeah, I'll block with the Construct. Oh, man. This has been a really awkward game. Yeah, they get to looting. I mean, I do have Balance. I have Urza's Saga. I can also get Soul Guide Lantern with Urza's Saga, which is kind of nice. I've got a Jet and Mountain. And stock up. Okay. Yeah, if I had blue up, I could have blocked, cast Brazen Borrower, make a token, then they trade, bounce like a Mind Stone or something. I guess that would be untapped. I don't even know what I would have cast at that point. Bobble. Okay. Draw. Oh, Collective Brutality is not bad either. Reveal Collective Brutality. Okay, make a token. Get, I think, Soul Guide Lantern. And exile Faithless Looting to start with. And then I go Collective Brutality, probably discard. I think discarding to drain them for 2 seems fine. I don't unfortunately get to -2/-2 the Tesa, or Tursa. Discard Blooming Marsh. Token. Woodfall Primus Necromancy. All right. Petty Theft the Mind Stone. And pass the turn. Don't think I need to do anything right now. They draw a card off Bauble. They have Mind Stone, Necromancy, Woodfall Primus, and Unknowns in hand. The Soul Guide was good. What is this? Tinker? All right. What are they tinkering for? I guess I'm curious. Blightsteel? I mean, Portal's gone, so... Nexus of Becoming. To get their Woodfall Primus into play? To kill my Leyline Binding? Yeah, sure. All right. They can blow up my Soul Guide Lantern here. I just don't think that's what they're going to do. Well, I'm going to cast Balance now. So the only problem is I kind of have to have... How does this work? They exiled Chromatic Star too? I didn't think I wanted to Soul Guide them right now because there's so few things they could play. So if I double chump... Yeah, I guess that's what I do. The problem is Saheeli will also make a token here, so I don't really like that. Well, they killed both my tokens, which is nice. I think I'm actually going to have a hard time winning this game now that Time Vault's gone. Wishclaw Talisman, that does not do anything. Yeah, all right. Eesh, what a game. That game was tough. It felt like we were so close in a bunch of different places. All right, well, I definitely want Pyroblast. I don't want Demonic Consultation. I guess I'm ready to roll. All right, well, I'd like to play first. Vault Key. On the play. I think I mulligan. I don't know. I'm playing against... I'll keep this and I'll put back... I could put back Pillage, or no, put back Yogwill. I don't think... I'm going to Grief at some point. It doesn't have to be right now. The problem with that other hand is like they have a Braid and Force of Negation. If I keep that hand, I just lose to one of those cards, and I also could just not draw a land on turn 2. It's just horrendous. Oh, that's nice. So let's go Wishclaw here. And then I'm going to suspend Pillage next turn, probably. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they play on turn 2. Oh, Raucous Theater. Nice. Please don't hit Woodfall Primus. Into Faithless Looting? All right, draw. Oh. This can get untapped blue. So let's just Narset here. And a Breeding Pool. Okay, and let's see what we hit off Narset. Time Vault and Key, huh? Let's get the Key. Which one do I get? I'm going to get one of the two. And then I think I can just Grief now because I have Wishclaw to get the other piece. Let's just pick up Time Vault, I guess. And Grief, exiling Pillage the Bog. And is Necromancy, Chaos Defiler, stock up Tursa. I kind of want to just take Tersa. Then they can necromancy it, but then they have to use the necromancy. All right. Pass the turn. So we're going to lose Narset here, but they don't get to Tersa. Or they don't get to draw the card. They can discard a card, but they don't get to draw them. Okay. I don't love this spot, honestly. They could also stock up looking for blue card plus force negation, I guess. But I don't win the game next turn. Unless I hit Mox Ruby. I think the most likely scenario is they go Sunken Ruins, Necromancy Tersa, discard maybe just Triplicate Titan to get it in the graveyard. I don't even know if you'd care about that. Attack Narset for 3, but they could also cast Stock Up. It kind of depends what they've drawn. They could also Necromancy Grief, I suppose. But then I get to Narset again. Oh, maybe was I supposed to take Necromancy then? I guess so. Okay, they're casting Stock Up. All right. Okay, so Ruby to win unless they have, of course, Force of Negation. But they have to hit Force blue cards, so... Okay, well, I guess I'll cast this and see what happens. You hit Force blue card? No? Nice. Not even going to bother using Narset here. All right. Whew. Pulled that one out of our hat, as it were. Kind of worried about a backup win condition. I guess it's Kefka, Rafine, and Urza Saga. Do I want Indoraptor? That just seems so bad. All right, let's just run it. On the draw, game 3, let's go. All right. I'm on the draw. Swords, Grief, Yogwell, a Surveil Land, 2 Surveil Lands. Oh no, I guess this can't get Meticulous Archive. A Surveil Land. Playing against Reanimator with a lot of disruption. I'm just going to keep this hand. Chromatic Star. Okay, the Bobble, sure. Oh, Soul Guide. That's a nice one. I don't think I need to play it on turn 1, but it is a nice one. Key, I guess I'll keep that on top. All right. Okay, my first 2 draws have been pretty good. Soul Guide and Key, both nice, especially if they go like looting this turn. Okay, no plays. Verdant. I'm just going to cast the Soul Guide, eat the Bauble, pass the turn, and get Xander's Lounge. I guess I don't know if I need green or red mana yet. Yeah, I guess I could actually just chill for a sec. Oh, Probe is really nice. All right, let's Probe, pay the life. This will give me a good idea of what I want to be doing. Leyline Binding's not so bad. Their hand is Abrade, Reanimate, Woodfall, Primus, Chain Lightning through the breach. Okay. Island. Say go. I don't think there's a big reason to play Key and just give them an Abrade target. And they got to sack the star now if they don't draw something, I would imagine. Cycle Olivant, sure. Blood Crypt. Not Raucous Archive. Why are they keeping 3? Oh, they want to keep... one card I don't know. All right. I'm going to grief them this turn, so... Let's get Xander's Lounge. I have more green sources. I have 1 green card and 2 red cards. I think I get Xander's Lounge. Draw. Okay, play this. So they can reanimate this, but my hand is pretty good. And I would like to not get through the breach, so I'm going to cast Grief here. Snuff Out is the other card. All right, well, I'm going to take Through the Breach. I could take Woodfall Primus. But I feel like Through the Breach has more things that work with it. All right, so let's pass. Chain Lightning. I mean, if they want to Chain Lightning reanimate Grief, then I don't know. That's fine. They can take Yogg-Will, I guess. The rest of my hand is fine. This is exile opponent's graveyard. All right, yeah. So Reanimate's gone. Through the Breach is gone. Through the Breach is still gone. Abrade is gone. All right, so they have 4 cards. They have 1 unknown. Snuff Out is so bad against me too. It's crazy that it was actually good in game 1 because it just have no targets against me. I think it has literally no targets except the Saga tokens and like Sahili tokens, right? Oh, I guess a Brazen Borrower. That's it. Every other card I have is black. Kefka, Grief, Rafine, Freebooter, all those things. Yeah, they had to take the Yogg-Will, I think. Okay. Well, Deep Cavern Bat. All right. Let's cast a Deep Cavern Bat here, shall we? Take Abrade. And two mana. I still don't really think I want to play the key. It doesn't really seem like it does much to do that. Let's pass the turn. I might set up like a balance or something with it at some point. Attack with just Grief. Yeah, I guess I'll Leyline Binding the Grief. Better now than later. I don't really want to take a bunch of damage against someone who's got Creeping Tar Pit and whatnot. Okay, so they have 2 cards in hand. It's Snuff Out and Woodfall Primus. Well, if I draw Vault, I just win. Force of Will's not very good here. I kind of want to crack this Soul Guide, I think. I'm just not going to cast Balance anytime soon, so... yeah, that worked fine. I could Plow Magda. Let's attack here first. And I will Plow the Magda, I think, but I don't really see a reason to do it right away. Beginning of combat, yeah. Swords to Plowshares. I mean, eventually I could cast Woodfall Primus. Who knows, right? Okay, if they don't have a big play this turn... oh, they're going to Creeping Tar Pit me? Yeah, that's fine. Creeping... this is why I hit the Grief early. I'm not letting Magda hit me. They're doing 2 damage a turn with this bat here. Okay, they're playing all their lands, which means Faithless Looting not as good of a draw. Oh, that's nice. Their Snuff Out is live. Let's attack. And I'm going to play the key now. I think if they kill the bat, first of all, I have Force of Will. I'm going to force this, whatever this is. Nexus of Becoming? No. I'll pass on that. I guess they would have had to play their lands anyways. Okay. Temple Garden is a whiff. Sadly, I can't untap the Saga to make another Saga token. But they're actually... yeah, they're not loving this, I wouldn't imagine. I guess they can hardcast Snuff Out. Or no, they're going to pay the life now on Snuff Out? I don't actually know that animating the Tar Pit was a good play here. Because now they have to pay life to kill the construct. They're not actually winning this race right now. Okay, not land. Come on. I don't think I have anything that even draws cards to get here. I can get Zern Orb or Mox Ruby. I think I'm just going to get the Zern Orb. Land. Attack for 5 here. It's going to take it. I don't know about all that. And they drew another land, and now they're, I guess, going to block. It's funny, Manifold Key would be so good. Oh, Pillage the Bog for $1 million? Yes, please. All right. Can I get a Kefka? Or I guess I should just get Time Vault. That's disappointing, but you know what? I will accept it. I think I was going to be able to win off the Saga tokens anyway. All right. Well, we've had some games here, I would say. I had a lot of cards that would win me the game there, I think. But Time Vault, certainly one of them. Well, glad I went 2-1. This I think was a quite good deck. It wasn't the like most sleek, streamlined deck. I was playing 5 colors. I was playing Pillage the Bog, Pyroblast, Swords, Raffine in this deck. But I mean, Key Time Vault is so strong. Key Time Vault, Mox Ruby doesn't hurt either. With Pillage the Bog, Wishclaw Talisman, Urza's Saga to get the key, and then Yogg-Will, Narset to go look for it. That's our very strong core, right? If you just look at these cards, assuming the mana works, which it did. I mean, you saw those games. I don't feel like I really lost a game to mana issues. I did lose a game because I didn't realize I could Verdant into Temple Garden on turn 1 to cast Swords to Plowshares. But any deck with all those cards that can cast them is going to have a lot of game to it, just because it just assembles Vault Key so easily. And then I had like Balance, Swords, Brutality, Leyline Binding, which was pretty good against creatures, Jace to draw some cards, Kefka to draw cards. I never got that going. Force of Will, Pyroblast, 3 discard spells against control. Oh yeah, Saheeli combines the Time Vault too. I never ended up doing that. And a pretty interesting set of lands. So yeah, this deck was good. I think 2-1 is a pretty fair record for it, of course. And I want to take a look at the draft here, as we do. All right, well, I'm not going to defend the first pick Basalt Monolith. I think if I was drafting for $1,000, which that sounds fun. I wish I could ever do that. I would probably take Headliner Scarlet. Though Preordain I think is actually pretty legit too. I took Basalt Monolith because that's what I wanted to do. Though I wish I had taken Preordain. Obviously, second pick in Time Vault, even knowing that I'm not getting past Key from that direction. Third pick, Consult. I like that pick. I don't know. Time Vault and Consult. The thing is, let's say I didn't have the Time Vault. Let's say I went first pick Basalt Monolith, second pick Mana Leak, right? Just like a kind of generic good blue card. Third pick, I'm probably going to want to take like Fable. I like Fable more than Ragavan, but Ragavan in your opening hand, I don't know. One of those is pretty good. Maybe I would still take Consult. I think it's not close once you have Time Vault, because what are the cards you want with Time Vault? Wishclaw Talisman, Demonic Tutor, Imperial Seal, all that kind of stuff. Pillage the Bog. I love Pillage the Bog, by the way. I think I'm one of the premier Pillagers of the Bog, I guess I should say. I just always try to pick up green lands when I can in my black combo decks. Won me the game there, right? I mean, I think I was going to win anyway. But Time Vault and Consult just overlap so much that I think you're supposed to take Consult here. Also, it does put Rihanna in a bit of a squeeze. I didn't really know what they ended up drafting because I didn't play them. They drafted like some kind of like Jeskai deck or something, I think. But they now can't really pass Key or Thassa's Oracle, and that's a lot of burden to put on them. So I like the Consult pick, even though it didn't work out. I like Delta over Entomb here. I already have 2 combos. Entomb kind of overlaps a little bit with these, but not so much that I want to take that over a really good fixer. Especially since these Time Vault decks splash green for Pillage, splash white for Enlightened Tutor or Balance. Like, there's a lot of reasons to splash in Time Vault decks. So, Xander's Lounge. I thought Limdol's Vault would wheel, but I was happy enough with Kefka or Shieldred Edict or whatever. And then Easy Probe. I like Probe over Doomsday. Doomsday comes together sometimes, but Probe is just always fantastic. Passing Aleda Johnny is, I guess, the only drawback. Archive over Witherbloom. I'm not a huge fan of that combo. I just don't feel like it's that good. I don't want to cut it because people always seem to try to play it, but mostly I don't play it. A nice gift with a Wishclaw here and a Collective Brutality. I do like Leyline Binding. I think that one worked out. The Doomstone Mine pick I think was okay, but I didn't really ever play it, so it kind of didn't matter in that sense. Pest Infestation is not the best answer to Time Vault. You just have to play it all in the same turn, which is why I took the Pride Mage. Kefka. And then obviously you take Ruby here. This is another tough one. Saga versus Opal. I like the Saga pick. Just it also adds a backup way to win in these decks, which sometimes can come up. And there was an Imperial Seal there too. And then here, Lorien Revealed over what? Barrowgoyf? Yogg-Will was great for me. I mean, it had a bunch of games where it was just really good value, and it got duressed once in a game where it would have been awesome. So I think Yogg-Will is still pretty good. Obviously slamming Key. And then here's Thopter Foundry. Maybe I should have just taken Tidebinder. I wheeled the Pillage, by the way. Grief. I like the Grief pick here. Definitely got to take Balance here. Crazy not to. Pyroblast versus Chromatic Star. I like that I took Pyroblast because my mana ended up being good enough. Obviously, you don't know on that. Sheldock, I didn't like at the time because I had so many tap lands already. Easy Badlands. Pretty easy Brazen Borrower, though I didn't like passing Cathar Commando. Yogg-Will came back. The Zern Orb is kind of nice, and then Pillage the Bog, a nice Surveil and Rafine that I ended up playing. Force of Will over 4th and Grim and Breach. No one ended up playing Breach, funnily enough. Here, I still like the Swords pick. Swords is just so good. Man, my mana could survive not having Watery Grave, plus I wield Breeding Pool. Narset's very good in the deck. Again, a lot of lands here. This one was close. Jace versus Bauble versus, like, a land. I just thought, and I wouldn't always make this pick, between Swords, Force of Will, Brazen Borrower, Balance, maybe Grief. I just felt like Collective Brutality. I felt like I had a decent chance of keeping the board clear enough to play Jace, and it is still a powerful card. Jace the Mind Sculptor still demands respect, and then easy Verdant Catacombs over Fire Covenant. I like the Bat here over Enlightened Tutor and Temple Garden, which I ended up getting back last pick. I did say I was going to get one of those two back, and I did. And then Zagoth Triumph, I think, was fine here. Not like the most exciting. I could have hated K Command. I don't think that's good. Loved picking up a Soul Guide. Was very good in the last match. Here, I could have taken Black Cleave Cliffs. I didn't have that many red cards. I just took the Cogwork and then traded in for Breeding Pool plus Kite Sail, which I liked. Sahili was nice. Late Odawara, I wasn't playing this. Then I played my last two picks because I played all the colors. All right, well, that was quite the deck. It was a really fun deck. It was a lot of colors and a lot of stuff going on, but it worked out pretty nicely. Got a 2-1, and my team's up 6-5. So either Sandy or Quinn have their last round or 6-4, and if either of them wins, then we are good. So that'll do it for this one. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.